Well, it's a merry and festive time of year, and I thought it was the perfect time to talk about fucking haters.
Who's hating?
I wanted to talk in this video about hate and discontent, not only that we have received over the years, but somebody sent me a video yesterday specifically, which I'm not going to share here. I'm not going to tell you anything about this video other than the fact that the person who made it was incredibly hateful. And this was actually against a person who's in the Funko community trying to make content.
Oh, no.
So let's start with us. So yes, we are the trash channel. We yell trash a lot, or you may just think that we're trash. But a lot of the times, Heather and I will come on here and we'll discuss our opinion. And our opinions are valid, just like yours. You may not agree with us. So it's always interesting to me when I see people that are really angry at us. In fact, it has gone so far as them directly attacking us, threatening our lives sometimes, where we actually had to call the police once, believe it or not. We had to make, was it 2 times?
Yeah.
These things happen on the internet. And I know that we're all internet ready, like we're battle worn. We've been through it all, most of us. We've seen it in comments. We've seen posts that we put up on Facebook or things that we put up on Instagram, and you have people hating.
There's a lot of them out there, and I feel like people think that they can say whatever they want when they're not in front of somebody's face.
You have your keyboard warriors, as most people like to call them. They're behind a keyboard. They say and do a lot of things that they would not say and do in person.
Yeah.
And I have actually met people at conventions that have been a completely different person to my face than they are behind the scenes. Not everybody is going to show their real self when they're standing in front of you. That's why the internet is such a fucked up place, because people can get behind their keyboard and they can say all the things that maybe they truly feel, or they're just trying to break you down. And in this case, this person reached out to us last night, and this person is actually a fan of our channel. We had discussed with them a couple of years ago in an Instagram chat about them loving our content and they want to make content too. And we said, wow, you should make content. That's awesome. It's a blast. We have a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. And they actually went and started making content.
And now because we told them to make content, now someone's being mean to them.
This person who put out this really ugly video, the person who's doing the ugly troll shit, that person only has like 50 views on the video.
Yeah, question.
It's going nowhere.
Are they talking in front of the camera or are they behind the camera?
They are talking behind the camera, so you
do not see their face. Of course they are! Of course they are! The biggest shit talkers don't show their face.
Yeah, so this person did not show their face, but they were saying some really obnoxious, disgusting things.
They were. I was listening to it as you were watching it.
The video itself is actually about, I don't really want to give a lot away because I don't want this person to get any views or I don't want them to get any love from anybody or notoriety, but it was about Funko YouTubers coming together to do like a charity thing. It included YouTubers like Top Pops, Slapshot Pops, and people who've been in the community for a little while.
Yeah, and they were doing a charitable sort of thing, right?
Yeah. It's something that no one should say anything ugly about. This person made a video basically talking about pedo stuff. Like
what?
They included that in there. Attacking Top Pop specifically, attacking this person that we're talking about specifically, it was really weird. And while I was watching it, this person, this troll's video, I'm watching it, and I then tried to get into the psychology of this. What is this person out to get? Now, it isn't like they have a real big viewership. It isn't like a lot of people are clamoring to see whatever the next thing that they're trying to put out. More or less, it was a person trying to get people fired up, trying to upset people, and I think trying to do like shock material to get people to come and watch it and then share it like from that. Look what this guy is saying, which we have seen a lot over the years. Yeah. Now, let's back up for a second. You and I have been doing this now since 2017. August 2017. We started a long time ago. We have seen YouTubers in the Funko community come and go. Top Pops is one who's sort of remained in place for the most part, but a lot of people have come and gone. They've gotten into Funko and then they realized they wanted to do something else. Some people who had a really big following moved on to something else. Mm-hmm. So we've seen all the shapes and sizes of a Funko YouTuber.
Yeah.
the people who are popular are the ones who are more focused either in the news, unboxings, but for the most part are very positive.
Yeah.
I like to say that we are positive, as a lot of people disagree with. We were just trying to be funny in a lot of our content, and we would yell and holler and scream, and I would yell trash and stuff like that. But the reality is, we said this 100 times, but we really love Funko, and we wanted Funko to do well.
Yeah.
And so we were sort of pointing out, I guess, the warning signs, I guess, or the flaws, like things that we would say. So us aside, all these YouTubers are out there. Not one did I ever see that stuck around for a long time, gained notoriety, or did big things, posted a video like this.
No.
This video was unbelievable. Now, I was reading through the comments, and people were in agreement with the way we're thinking. They're like, what are you doing? And you'll never get viewership out of this. Like, why would you even do something like this? And I know there was a time where here on this channel, maybe we weren't hateful toward Funko, but we could be hateful towards certain people. And the reason why this happened a lot is that other people would say things, or we would hear things going on, and then we would have to speak up about it. And we would basically go on defense mode. I always regret doing that. I think that was the wrong thing to do. I don't think we should have gone on defense mode a lot of the times. Yeah. Now, I think it is a positive thing for us to get it off our chest. But in front of the camera, probably not. So this person was disgruntled. Now, I asked our friend on Instagram who shared this video with me, what did you do to them?
Yeah, because it seems like this person, like, I don't know, ran over their mother based off of how they were talking. Like, it was a lot.
The answer is nothing.
It typically is nothing.
They did absolutely nothing. And I see it as incredibly disgusting, especially based off of the things that they were saying that was really gross. But to go out of your way to make it, I think it was almost like a 12 to 15 minute video, to make a video that is really hateful. Here's what I want to say that's positive. And believe it or not, this is positive about the troll.
Go ahead.
The positive thing about the troll is the video that he made, if he would have made that about real good content and fun content, there are parts of it where I could tell that this person could be funny. They could make cool content. They could make good content. Yeah. I actually thought like this person has some talent. Like usually somebody makes a video and they just come across being a complete a-hole.
Yeah.
Or just somebody who doesn't know what they come across like they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
This person did. So I really wonder, I almost want to reach out to this person and say, why don't you put your talents into something good, like do something good with this?
People who are willing to make content like that and to just be hateful for no reason have something wrong with them, I think. To that extent, to attack somebody who you don't even know.
I think there's jealousy.
Much. Why are they jealous?
Maybe this YouTuber that we're talking about, maybe they had more followers or they had more comments or likes or whatever.
Okay, so put some work into it.
Well, that's my point. That's exactly what I'm saying, is that this person could do that. Because based off of that video, it actually, like the way that they formatted it and created this video, they could actually make something good. I don't know why they're making something as horrific. Like, in other words, if they ever made anything else, I don't think I could ever watch. Like, I couldn't go and watch it and be like, oh wow, they're making great content. I guess what I'm saying is delete the content, start over, apologize to the people that you said these things about. You don't even have to go public. Just go to them directly and do this. The focal point of this video, I never said what the focal point was. I kind of just wrote the video out. The focal point of this video is that us Funko collectors, Funko influencers, Funko YouTubers need to stick together. And we all need to talk and chat and have good relationships. Having bad relationships does nothing. You know, the one thing that I found when I started creating content with you on YouTube, I would go and watch videos about how to build your channel. And one of the biggest ones was to work with other influencers or other YouTubers that are in your realm. So you team up with other people. Mm-hmm. And that helps, you know, people who know Top Pops will now know Gastlecast. So you're teaming up and now you have a wider spread. Mm-hmm. You got more followers and everything. One thing that we've never done, I kind of regret that. Because had we started doing that way back when, maybe this channel would be much different today. Yeah. But I think we all need to come together, be there for one another, talk to each other. Like Wasatch, we've always had a really good relationship with. I really like Wasatch. I really like Top Pops as well.
Even though I missed him at New York Comic Con.
I saw him at New York Comic Con.
You did?
I did. I gave him a high five. We talked for a while. I handed him a Ghastly figure.
Where was I?
I think, if I remember correctly, you were shitting. And I'm not
did
joking.
not poop at the convention.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I did not.
I think you did.
No, I made sure to save it for the house because I wanted you to smell it.
I hate to say this, but the person that made that video also dogged him. It was so appalling. I almost stopped the video then, but what this person was doing was basically going after anything that they thought, whoever they're talking crap about, whatever they think the weakness is of that person. Not necessarily being the weakness of that person, but going after what they think the weakness is of that person. And that just shows you how low and disgusting they are. All they can do is degrade people. But like I said, I feel like if they put their talents in a better place, they probably could make good content and maybe be a good content creator. I know that sounds really weird to say. I want to say that. I want to put that out there because if they're watching this, I want them to know that making hateful content like that is crap, first off. Second off, take that thing down and do something better. You could do a lot better with the talent that you have instead of doing something crappy.
I don't find people like that talented at all. I feel
talented in the fact that they're able to make a video the way that they did.
Yeah.
Yes, the way that they were able to put it together. And look, we all make mistakes. Now that mistake is a pretty deep one. That's a deep hole. I don't know if they can come back from this other than they didn't have many views on that video. Delete it and apologize.
The thing that gets me so annoyed about stuff like that is the most hateful people, like we mentioned in the beginning of the video, they're always behind a keyboard. This person couldn't even show their face. They were behind the camera or
100%.
They were just showing video and putting their voice over top of it. They never show their face. We have so many people who have been very spiteful towards us, very nasty, whether it be they get kicked out of the Facebook group for being just overly mean to people, and then they go and like they attack you on your other social media that they're not blocked from. They continue their hate years later on other people's posts about you. They never have a profile picture. They never have their real name. They never show anything about themselves because they are so good at being nasty to people and attacking people, and like you mentioned, finding people's weaknesses, that they don't want people to make fun of what they might not like about themselves.
Yeah, it's cowardice.
Yeah, and it's just really ugly. Like there was someone semi-recently who commented on some post and they said something about us, and I replied to it. I was like, why do you feel that way? I had previously talked to this person. They're on Discord. Anytime someone says the word Gastlecast, they put like a throw up emoji on Discord. Any comment that reads Gastlecast, they don't even reply to it. They just put a throw up emoji. I spoke to that person. It's probably been over a year ago now. They had mentioned that they had never seen a video and they were going off of what someone else said about how they feel about us.
Right.
So they're not even judging us based off of watching our content. They are judging us based off of who they think we are.
Well, that happens a lot because we were very critical, obnoxious
too.
And critical.
Yeah.
And so people, they watch that because I watch a lot of YouTube channel like shows that I really like, and there are some YouTubers that are really obnoxious, but I can see it as an act.
Yeah.
Well, people are watching us and they can't see it as an act, or they just don't like the act and they think that people say cringe and all this stuff. But the problem is that we're not given the chance sometimes. I think that's one of the biggest issues. I don't like not being given the chance. I can't tell you how many times we have received comments where people say, wow, I've heard a lot of things about you. I watched one video and couldn't get into it, but now I'm starting to watch your content and I watch it every night before I go to bed.
I have someone who has become a very, very, very good friend to me specifically who said, I hated you when I first watched you. I hated your content and I never wanted to watch it. A couple months later, something was recommended or it started like playing after another video they had watched. And he was like, I really enjoyed it and I got it.
I like it when people know what we're up to or what we're doing,
yeah,
or what the direction is. When it's me standing here with a Unicron and I'm, smashing it with my pelvis, we all know that that's a joke, right? Or if I'm here and I'm saying this Funko Pop is trash and blah, 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 I never once say you should not buy it.
No.
I tell you what my opinion is, and that's just kind of how it goes. And I think people misunderstand what I'm doing, what I'm saying. They take me the wrong way. They get upset with me. And there are so many people, I can't tell you how many people will comment things along the lines of, this is why your channel has so low views, or this is why your channel has so low subscribership, this is why you suck and your toy company sucks, right? You get that a lot. One of the biggest mistakes we ever made, but also one of the blessings was that we started a toy company through this channel. So the blessing is we had a fan base who actually really does like us and they really do care about us. But then you have people who get a bad taste in their mouth one time, or they misunderstand. We have somebody who totally misunderstood something, and they misunderstood it in such a crazy way. Even today, when you're trying to talk sense to them, they still say really evil crap about Mischief Toys and us. Yeah. So the blessing is that we had a fan base. The curse is that we had a YouTube channel. Mischief Toys has been successful beyond my wildest dreams, which is amazing. Would have never guessed it, considering the amount of hate that we've received over the years. For a while, we were real hateful, and then we kind of changed, and now we're trying to be more like, news oriented, trying to just poke fun at each other and not yelling trash at certain things, right? We're trying to be
sometimes
complimentary or understanding of other people's what they like and everything, without them feeling like they're being bashed, when that is never what we're trying to do. We're never trying to bash anybody. Like, I'm not bashing somebody for buying Machine Gun Kelly. I just don't like Machine Gun Kelly, and I don't like the Funko Pop. If you're watching this channel, if you're stayed this long watching the channel right now, if you watch our channel, hopefully you can see and understand what we're doing. Like, I hope that you do. I hope you understand that, we joke and everything, right? This person who was hated on and the video was made about has never done anything like we do. So just out of the blue, this person just became hateful and made content about that.
So that's what I was just about to get into, is I would understand why we would receive hate, because there was that one person a long time ago, it was like 5 or 6 years ago now, they still to this day will comment on any post about us. I've only seen it once recently, but it shocked me that we're still in their head. And it's because we said that we thought that Hot Topic Eeyore chase was stupid, because when was Eeyore ever blue? What sense did it make to make him glittery? Like, it was a diamond edition pop, and he was blue.
Well, they cared about it enough to hate us.
Really hate us.
Or severed a relationship.
Yeah.
We were like friends to them.
Even though I don't understand people getting upset at us for stuff like that, I would understand us getting hate more than the people in that video who were receiving hate. Like, that didn't make any sense, because those people are some of the most positive people that I've ever seen. I've watched videos, I think, from everybody that was named, if I recall correctly, and none of them have ever been anywhere close to how negative or critical as we are.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know where that person's coming from.
If he comes across this video and we're dogging him and saying that's not a good look, they're definitely going to come after us for sure.
I don't care. I don't
but
care.
what I'm saying is we're much easier targets.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
The thing that he posted, he was reaching hard, to even come up with those critiques in his mind were just insane.
It's weird because I've become numb to all this now, because when you see all the hate and everything, it bums you out. But I can look past it now. At one point in time, I got angry about all of it, and I would want to get on here and scream and yell about everything. I don't really feel that way anymore. I read it, and I'm just I'm going to step away. The only thing I get upset about is when somebody goes on a Mischief Toys post that somebody else is posting. This will post, I just got this new Mischief Toys figure. I got Ghastly or Mortem or whatever.
It's the same three people.
And they're excited. And then you have these people who go on and they say really angry stuff. And they got kicked out of groups and things happen, but Christ, is that really what they're going to do? The rest of their life is now, I'm going to hate anytime I see Mischief Toy? That's crazy. I guess to a degree, I guess they're just so upset they can't let go. But I think that says a lot more about them.
Okay. There was one person who was making really sexually explicit comments about me. And he was on a post the other day saying really ugly stuff about us.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. He was, so the $7 a pop, they posted an Instagram video of us at New York Comic Con, which is really great, by the way. Jason killed that.
Yeah.
But these people were commenting, and we couldn't read it. It said there were 9 comments, but instead, when I would look, it was 5 comments. And I was like, what are these other comments? So we asked Jason, because he handles that Instagram. And it turns out it's the exact people who say the same thing all the time. Yeah. And Heather actually said to Jason, she's like, I know this guy, and she explained, I know this guy, and explained, I know this guy, and explained. And Jason's like, I'm going to pull all of them.
The one guy was kicked out of everything that we do because he was like being sexually gross towards me. The other guy
Another troll.
was kicked out. It was like 6 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, I think. At least 5 years
That's
ago.
what I'm saying.
That he
They
was
can't let
kicked
go.
out
They can't let go.
Because he was like calling people names
Yeah.
in the group, and we can't allow, like, we want our groups to be a safe place. And if you're we're not like the other Funko groups. There's so many Funko groups where like collectors just get really ugly with each other because they don't agree with a selling price or
And the
what
groups
somebody
allow
likes
it.
or
The
whatever.
groups allow it. And we don't allow it.
We
in our
don't
groups.
allow it, and then people get upset with us.
Yeah.
Because we don't want hostility within the groups. To hold a grudge that long for being kicked out
like
of
I
a
said,
group
that's
about
what
toys.
it says a lot about those folks, whoever did that. That it says a lot about them, not necessarily about us, because we get in front of the camera and we joke about vinyl toys.
Yeah.
Whereas these guys are getting kicked out of groups for being nasty and gross, and then they go and now I'm going to hate Gastlecast and I'm going to hate Mischief Toys.
Even though the one person used to buy every single drop from us, every single one,
Yeah.
and then I didn't feel right having those comments made about me. So, but now he's trashing Mischief Toys, even though he bought everything.
Well,
up until that
that's
point.
that's how it all goes, though. I mean, that's how those people are. I mean, but the real meat here isn't necessarily about us. It's in general. It's in general, right?
But it's good to talk about the hate you receive, especially when I feel like we've been more heavily targeted than a lot of other pop YouTubers or Funko YouTubers, because like I feel like the biggest thing that people say about Top Pops is, oh, I think he's annoying. We get your cringe, and we've had someone dox us, and we've had someone like say really nasty things about me and you. Someone was like legitimately harassing me in a sexual manner, separate from the other guy, on every single YouTube video, just about asking to see me like wear certain things, do certain things.
Oh yeah,
When we
there's a lot of
blocked
crazy
them,
things. Yeah.
they turned to our email, and then they started saying violent sexual things. It was really bad.
Yeah. But the bottom line, through our stories, telling our story about how these things have happened to us, the truth is that we should be positive. And the hate online and the troll activity and stuff, I know we're not going to stop the trolls. It's never going to happen, right? Trolls are in every fandom. They're on every post. You see trolls everywhere. But what I'm saying is that if you are a part of the Funko community and you like these different YouTube channels, we really should all be together, and we should be proud to be together. We're all Funko collectors. We're all vinyl toy collectors. We're all Hot Toys collectors. We love all these things together. And we should all be one big, not always going to be a happy family, because you're going to have somebody in there who's a jerk. But for the most part, have a nice big happy family where everybody is having fun together, because that's really what all of this is about. Yeah. We started Mischief Toys out of fun. That's what it turned into a business. But originally it was just us having fun and seeing what we could do next. This person, when I received the message, I said, you shouldn't worry about this.
No, you should never take that stuff to heart.
I said, you shouldn't worry about this, and this video has very little views, kind of, don't worry about it. Just out of sight, out of mind. Just never look at it again.
Don't read comments, don't watch it, don't engage.
But I understand where they are.
Me too.
And because we have been there. So for me to say that, I don't want them to think I'm disregarding them, because that isn't the case at all. I just really don't want them to get hung up on that hate.
It can consume
but
you.
It has consumed us. And some of these things still consume us.
Yeah.
And sometimes you and I talk about these things behind the scenes, and we're like, we remember when this happened, and we both kind of get upset about it. Not kind of, we do get upset. And some of these things are hard to go through, especially when they're talking about our families, right? And about one guy came on and said how fat I was. That sucked, but it actually is what kicked me off to start dieting again and like trying to get myself back into some sort of shape.
Well, good. Now, thanks, you fucking asshole.
Right, exactly. I mean, it sucked that it happened. I got a kick in my butt, I guess, and I don't want to sit here and say the guy's great for doing it. Those things really do affect you. And now it has affected me, where I'm just like, I got to lose weight. I got to lose weight. And some of it's like for me, but some of it's like, that guy said this. It's a mental thing. It's a messed up thing. And I hate to see this type of stuff happen. And this person's video that was shared with us yesterday, when I told them, don't worry about it, don't respond to it, so on and so forth, I was like, damn, I know how that feels, and it's so hard not to. Moments later, that person, our friend, their friend, reached out to us.
Oh, yeah?
And they said, it was a long message. I'm not going to try to explain everything. But in a nutshell, they said, I talked to our friend, and I let them know not to worry about this, but I really appreciate that you guys said something and that you stepped up and said that.
I think it's easier to hear it from someone who's not close with you because you know that the people that you're close with will support you no matter what, usually. Being validated from someone you may not be like best friends with or something, or someone you know may have gone through that can relate, because we are content creators. We have obviously had people who have been mean to us. Hearing something from someone who's gone through the same thing, or someone sort of outside as well from your group, I think is a bit easier to trust, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't trust your friends. I'm just saying your friends are going to back you.
No matter what, your friends are going to be like, it doesn't, it sucks, but don't worry.
Screw that guy, let's go after him. But like hearing like it's going to be okay from someone outside of your circle it's different.
So the original message basically came through like, you guys usually talk about stuff like this. And I think that it was being presented to us so we could go on and start trashing that person. And so
I don't think they meant it that way.
Maybe not necessarily, but basically to put us in the know.
Yeah.
And then maybe we would go and do something, right? Or we would go and say something, because we have done that. We have gotten crazy and stuff like that. But I wanted to take this position a little bit different and go on a different angle. I'm trying to learn more about me, myself. I've learned a lot about myself behind this camera over the years. I go back and watch old videos and just see how things went and how things were going and where my mind was and what I was saying.
We were much louder.
Much louder, and things have changed, and I feel like I've grown a lot here. And so I feel really comfortable to sit here and talk about this in front of this camera, in front of you, the viewers out there, ones that may have been watching us since the beginning. Maybe you just found us last week. Maybe you hate us and you just want to see what this video is about, and maybe this will change your mind. I don't know. I'm sure there are some people who are watching it and they're like, they said this about my Funko Pop. Screw them anyway. Like, screw them. I don't believe anything that they're saying. I know there are some people who are just going to completely misunderstand old content and then have that sort of resentment and anger towards us.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's ever gonna like leave. I'm sure there are people out there who just cannot stand us, and that's fine. I understand that. I've had people at the convention, New York Comic Con, approach us and basically say exactly that. Yeah. Like, I cannot stand your content, but you are such a nice guy. It's like, yeah, well, that's me. That's me. But I appreciate when people come up and talk to me and they're real with me. I don't want anybody to fake it with me.
I'd rather someone tell me their real feelings instead of saying stuff behind my back and then being nice to my face.
100%.
Like, that's what I appreciate about our nail people. So we get pedicures together every 4 to 6 weeks.
It's true.
And every single time you pull your shoes and your socks off.
By the way, I'm not embarrassed about that either, if you think I am.
You got good feet. Anyone who doesn't get a pedicure might not.
They look good.
Anytime you pull off your shoes and socks, she says, your toenails are too long.
Come in sooner. That's what she says. I need to come in sooner.
Last time, I have a guy that does my feet. I sit down. Your lady didn't say anything. I don't know if my guy got to me sooner and it distracted your lady, or your toenails were fine. But he goes, what happened? I would rather him talk shit to my face.
It was like you found a dead body or something.
Yeah, I'd rather him talk shit to my face and say, damn, your toenails are fucked up, than talk to his wife anytime we leave and oh, what was up with that?
You were gross.
Yeah. Tell me to my face. If someone has a problem with me specifically, I don't like hostility. I'd rather be friends and talk it out.
Yeah,
because a lot of
you're talking to Dream World.
I know, but a lot of times when people get angry, it's typically over a miscommunication.
Anything that's ever happened with us, that's what it is, for sure. But we have now made this video about us, but really this person who made this video that we've been talking about, it's not cool at all. I think that is a horrible video. I think it should be deleted right away, and I think you need to apologize to people because what you did is so slanderous and gross and so out of line. Take your talents and put them into something better. Make better content. I want to see you do the right thing. I hate to see. I don't think they will, but I hate to see stuff like this.
People like that are so hateful.
The person who came to us, which I'm not going to reveal your name because I don't know if it's okay or not, but to the person who did come to us, thank you for coming to us. Thank you for confiding in us, and I appreciate that. And you can consider us friends if you don't already. I think you're awesome, and I think everything in that video was crap. Everything that they said was crap, and I think that all the YouTubers that were discussed and talked crap about are great people. And that's what I have to say about that. I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I know this video had a lot. There's a lot of ups and downs. I think it was more or less Heather and I just talking and getting things off our chest and storytelling. And I think that's important content.
I think it's very important. It's not necessarily, you know, oh, feel bad for us, but it's like, this is what we've been through. If you go through it, like, it's okay.
You'll
like,
make it out to the other side.
We still create content, even if people call us cringe. And honestly, that fuels me to want to be more cringy. Like, can we do the anime thing a bit more?
You can say what you want about this channel, but we have built one hell of a community.
We have.
One hell of viewership and fan base. The people that watch us stick with us. They're with us all the time. When we go to conventions, we're always seeing them show up and being there for us. We've had shows here in Maryland. We went and set up for a toy show in Maryland to kick off Mischief Toys. And all these friends of ours showed up that had been following us.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like, that's insanity. My parents showed up to the toy show and they're like, I cannot believe these people. They're like, I talked to the, you know, so-and-so and they flew in from Chicago. This is crazy that this is happening.
It was insane.
So I am so appreciative of all the things that we have. I'm so appreciative of the people who support Mischief Toys as well.
And the Gastlecast, of course, but we wouldn't have been able to build that community without kicking those couple of bad eggs.
You're still stuck on that, aren't you?
No, who still go around and they're hateful towards us. We wouldn't have built it as strong as it is.
That's true.
Allowing nasty people like that to infiltrate and like just talk shit to people. Like, it's wrong.
Now is our time to let go. We need to let go.
Bro, I'm let go. I'm just...
Okay, let's see your hand. Where's your little hand? There it is. Let's let go of all the hate and hostility. Close your eyes. Follow along with me. All right, you're going to repeat after me.
I don't like this.
Here we go. I'm going to loosen up all the hate and discontent in me.
I don't have hate and discontent.
I am going to let it all out like steam.
Should I fart now? Like, is that the goal?
No more hate in my bones. My bones are only filled with fun. I got fun bones.
What if we just started dancing now? Is that what we should do?
You're supposed to be repeating after me.
I'm not.
And we are magnificent YouTubers.
We are. I agree.
That have no hate in our funny bones.
Unless you are a Carnage.
You can close your eyes?
No.
See, I can't make any progress with you. Let us know what you think about all this and more in the comment section down below. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Gloman Greco, Scott Field, Eric Rasmussen, Damian Lauderhand, Jessica Eaton, Cody Wilcox, Larissa Ellis, Mark Bates, Bad Juju, and Jewy Prime. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys are awesome, and without your support, we wouldn't be able to do half the things that we do with this channel. Check out patreon.com/Gastlecast to learn more about our lovely Patreon. We go live with our patrons via Google Meet every single month. We hang out, we do giveaways, and we show you upcoming Mischief Toys things. And I think the thing that we're going to show you from Mischief Toys on the upcoming Patreon is going to be amazing. I think you're going to love it, and I cannot wait to share it with you. Also, if you're a level 4 patron, you will have a chance at a Deadpool Hot Toys from Deadpool and Wolverine. So make sure you show up and find out if you won. It's a good time. Check out patreon.com/Gastlecast. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the little bell. That way you'll know anytime we go live or post brand new content. You don't want to miss our new content. We have a lot of fun here. Come back and watch us live every Sunday between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern. That's all we've got for you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.